All right, guys. So, bro, I've been up all night just trying to wait for the update, and I'm gonna be very honest, guys. This update is ass. It's terrible. Like, there's no reason to play the game, like at all. Like, the only good thing, like that I thought it was gonna, it did what they did what I was expecting in terms of resetting rank. If you're in Hall of Fame, you're all the way back down to Superstar, which I expected, but I didn't expect you to still get those rewards. And then for Hall of Fame, I'm probably gonna try and put that in the video. The what was it? The reward I got, bro. I got like 300,000 gold. That's it for reaching Hall of Fame and finishing Hall of Fame. 300,000 gold. It's guaranteed 300. Like it's not even like anything high. Nope. 300,000 gold. In Dynasty I was in Star, I got like 5 random epic coaches, so I'm assuming if you're like higher you probably get like 10 or something. I don't know. So coaches and whatever. That's it. Yeah, that's really it. This before I talk about the patch notes, bro, this is they legit just brought back the training camp thing and made it more expensive because I'm pretty sure the star-studded ticket before was like 10. And the same thing with the coach. The coach wasn't 10. I'm pretty sure it was 5 or something. Like I'm pretty sure they've made I know for a fact they made the star-studded more expensive. I'm pretty sure they just made everything else more expensive. I don't know if they increase the amount that you get per day or whatever. I don't think I wouldn't think so because they're just the type of company to do that or whatever. But bro, this update is actually just ass. Like just actually ass. I'm gonna talk about the update, the patch notes now, bro, because they nerfed the flying f out of Paul George, bro. For what that like just a lot of these things that I'm about to talk about just doesn't make any sense to me. So let's just hop into it. So Jimmy Butler increases mid range. It's been a while since I was one of the person that's wanted this. Like even though like I saw I'm like, why does Jimmy have like a 600 and something like max mid range? Like that doesn't even make sense. I still feel like that's too low. I think he should have at least like 800, but they give him step back as well and catch and shoot and all this other stuff. So it's like, okay, they buff Jimmy, that's fine, that's good. Brandon Ingram, bro, this character is barely used. This character doesn't really exist in ranked or any other. So like, I don't know what to say to this. Him and Demar and Jamal, like these characters, like you just don't see them. They're rare. They're not on packs. You only can pull them from star studded, and yeah. So I'm not even going to mention those guys. They buff Jokic, which is good. They buffed his speed and um, his his passing buffs, and they buffed some of his skills. So yeah, Jokic got a very big buff. So he's probably like really good now. He was already a good center. He was just slow. So yeah, this is a good thing for Jokic. Any Jokic main. So yeah. Luca, they expanded the range of his up and under layup, which okay. Adjusted the basic shooting movements, increase the release speed. Okay, that's still ass. The blue, like bro, I would never advise anyone do not try to hit the blue bar. It doesn't do anything. Shifty skill and that's it. Adjust his They didn't adjust his step back. Bro, you can't do it outside the paint. I think I've seen someone attempt to do it outside the paint, but it was like they didn't shoot it, so I'm not sure if it was that, but it kind of looked like that was a step back. But I'm pretty sure you can't do it outside the paint. So they didn't buff any of his stats as well. They just buffed his dribbling stuff and layup. This is a terrible buff. They did nothing to Luca basically. They just did nothing. Trey removed dunk fake and pass. Okay, so Trey is a character that for this season I'm trying to get up. Like he's probably the one I'm gonna main for this season. So yeah, they removed fake dunk and pass, which I thought like why does he? That was one of the things when I first looked at him like why does he have that? Is Trey be dunking and fake passing in real life? Like does he? No. So yeah, that's a good thing. Step back shot. at rank 2 instead of 3. So I guess that's useful for me because I have him at 2, but I'll still never use him like this high. And just an issue where Trey would sometimes do a running. Okay, so if they did this for, I saw it as well. They did this also for Dame, which is a really good thing, because bro, the amount of times like you'll get ice cold and like that was one of my biggest issues with Dame, why I stopped using him as well, because a lot of times I would like pump fake and drive, or pump fake and fly, or whatever that skill is, and then I would be open and I would just like try to pull up immediately, but it's drifting. It just goes into a drifting shot, and that just pissed me off so much because I was open and it puts me into the defender, and it ends up being moderately contested or something. So, the fact that they fixed this is really really good for these two characters. So yeah, that's all they did to Dame as well. Devin Booker decrease the collision zone up because okay. I guess. I don't know. Remove layup fake and pass and pump fake and pass skill. Added dunk. Okay, so they kind of nerfed Zion a bit with that, but that's not much. Jalen Green increased him to 89. Yeah, I saw this is good. So they really buffed Jalen Green, but if you're just yeah, I mean if you're using this guy in lower ranks, you'll be good. Um, which is good. Had dunk fake and pass. They barely did nothing to Domas. That's what it is. Kawhi increases strength, off ball movement, defense speed. Okay. So they buffed Kawhi. Yeah. They buffed Kawhi. All right. Tatum, remove. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then lowered his clutch shooter. Okay. So they did. I won't say this is a heavy nerf, but well, it might be a heavy nerf to him. I still don't understand why he has Dunk Monster and stuff, but whatever. But they removed the pump fake and pass. The pump fake hesitation is actually insane because that's what they would do. They would just dribble hezzy into the sidestep and then it's wide open every single time. But that wasn't really the biggest issue. So unless they fix the issue where when he does the sidestep, the bar, his contest bar, doesn't disappear, then he's like a normal. He's more normal than ever. That's what they really should address. If maybe if the maybe the pump fake hezzy was what was when they did it into the side set, that's what caused it to disappear, and they removed that. So now maybe it doesn't happen, but that is the biggest issue with the character. And then here we go with Paul George. Now, Paul George was never like after the massive nerf they gave him and nerf they did to step backs, like he wasn't like an insane character. But bro, seeing this just pissed me off because why? He's just not a top tier character like that anymore. He's yes, he's really good, but he's just like he's not a great shooter. He's not a like a lot well, he's still a good defender, but it's like, bro, they removed like they lowered his 3 point pull up, bro. Bro is not a good 3 point shooter already. Like he doesn't make shots consistently already, and then they just made him worse. And they lowered his unlimited range from 3 to 1. That like I mean he still has the badge, but it's like, bro, like he's already not like a great 3 point shooter. I don't know why they just nerfed this man for no reason again. They must have something against Paul George because to me this just doesn't make any sense. Like this doesn't make any sense to nerf. And they barely did anything to Tatum, but as I said, if the pump fake is what was causing his bar to disappear, then fine. But still, bro, like I just don't understand this buff. Like I don't understand majority of the stuff here. Like the Kawhi one, I don't know why they buffed him. I guess like that's it did nothing to Sabonis. The Jalen Green buff is all right because like he went on a crazy streak towards the end of the season. Nerf Zion a little bit or whatever, and I'm gonna go back over it. Well, let's just move on. Capella, like I guess like he's not like used like that. Oh, this is something I saw as well. They nerfed Boogie's shooting. Remove his unlimited range. Remove pump fake and pass. Yeah, they just nerfed the f out of Boogie. Like, okay. And this was something that was mad perplexing to me. Decrease the max level of his airborne skill from 4 to 2. Why? Like, why? Like, Bam is a person that catches lobs a lot in real life, so I don't get why remove the power rebound. Like, why would they nerf Bam? Like, I just don't, like, I just do not understand what caused them to do this type of, like, what happened? Like, what are they looking at? Like, just moving on. Brook Lopez decrease the match. Okay, whatever. General adjustments on contesting affected the effective range of heavily contest, making it easier to cause heavy contests. This might be actually terrible, but we will see. Increase the contest effect caused by close distance jump block. Okay, so they just did something with contesting shots, which is if that helps with the holding defense, like if that is a part of it as well, I guess that's good. But this just see from just based off looking so far this patch, this is terrible. All this is terrible. Like there's nothing really good here that's useful, and this just looks like a terrible update. Height advantage and hoop giant skills. They did. Okay. Whatever. Added an additional anti-contesting bonus. So only at level 3 and above if they don't jump or if they don't try to block, then they get an additional buff. Okay. Okay, decrease the probability of ankle breaking. Okay, optimize the control for the second stage of the skill. So that might make it yeah, cause it was weird. It was just like it would stop and like when you do it, you just trigger and you just stop, and then it didn't feel like you had much control over your character like that. But yeah, I'm gonna just be very honest. This update is terrible. There's nothing good in here. Like there's no good buffs in this at all. Like just none. Like the only thing I guess you could make a claim is good is the Tatum buff because he was so strong. But like Tatum and who else is like a good buff? I guess Trey and Dame. That stupid thing that we're doing when they were running and shooting. And then outside of that, I mean as well Jokic, they buff Jokic. So it's what that's what 3, 4 things they buffed that was decent. All this stuff I don't even talk about these guys because as I said they're just way too rare of characters to even mention. And then Jimmy got his shooting buff, but even then I still think he should have like 800 or something. So yeah, bro, this update has been just terrible. Um, yeah, I don't know what else to say. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.